What's up YouTube, this is Shuttleboy and I'm back with yet another video. Today's video is probably going to be the last episode of the Q&A, so let's get right into it, guys. Next question is, do you think Tyler should re-release all eras of clothing from Odd Future to Golf Wang? I do think so. I think that would be really cool, and I think that would get people like me or longer time Golf Wang fans that are just kind of tired of the newer stuff. I think that would really hype them up to buy it. But I don't know. I don't really see that happening at all. Maybe in the future I think it might happen because they are kind of dabbling and experimenting with re-releasing old designs on newer clothing. That's something they've been doing in the past. So I think we're pretty close to getting a time period where we might actually get retros of the clothing there, because I mean, we technically got a retro of the Flame t-shirt when the Flame Chucks released. So it wouldn't shock me if it happens in the future, and to be honest, I'm all for it because I don't really care about the value of the sneakers, let's say, or the Flame button-up or anything like that. I'm just happy I own it. It gives older fans just a chance to be more excited, and it gives them another chance to buy older Golf Wang that they probably missed out on or couldn't afford at the time period. So what we talked about before kind of ties into this next question, saying, do you like Tyler's old style or new style of clothing more? I'd have to say old style, just because it's that skater vibe. I just really like colorful skate clothing. Was so cool for him to kind of bring to the forefront. Him and like Supreme really were the two things that did that really hardcore, and nowadays he's just really furthered himself from the skate culture whatsoever. I know he's still into it, but just not nearly as much. I mean, just look at the Giano, for instance. That's the first shoe he ever made that just wasn't a skate shoe. Now you could make an argument that it looks like an old 2000 skate shoe with a puffy tongue, that whole puffy, bulky-esque idea, but I definitely like old style Tyler more, but I don't hate newer style Tyler. It just doesn't resonate with me as much. Next comment is from Tom202404. I just wanted to shout you out because the first thing you said was, this is the first time involving myself in one of these. I've been a long time Ghost fan of yours, but you inspired me to get a Golf Wang collection going. Then his question goes on to say, if Odd Future was to make a comeback reunion album in the near future, what would your thoughts and opinions be of the idea of another OF tape, or maybe something different from the old group? Now, we have heard Tyler talk about this in semi-recent occasions, and he said he wouldn't really be opposed to it basically, but he just highly doubts that that's gonna happen. I think, honestly, and I know a lot of people these days are quick to hate on that thought. Quick to hate on the idea of a new OF tape, saying that it just wouldn't fit very well, etc. But if we really go back to compilation tapes of groups that have a ton of different artists all under one album, none of them are really all that cohesive. Honestly, OF Tape Volume 2 is probably one of the most cohesive ones you could have ever expected from a group that is that versatile. I think it would be awesome because of how much variety there would be now. Obviously, Earl and Tyler in two different places, Sid's in a totally different place, Damo's in a totally different place, and I think that's what would make it so much cooler, because you're getting so much music that's from totally different spectrums of the music industry. So I would be all for it. I think it would be amazing. I think it would be one of the best things we've gotten in a long time in music in general, because like I said, you would get so much variety, and while it might not be very cohesive, I think the experimentation that you could get from that would be really interesting. Next question is going to be favorite Kanye album and why. I did a video on this in the past, so definitely check that out, but I'm gonna have to say either Late Registration or Watch the Throne, if you do count that. I actually have both of those on CD as well. Love them to death. Next question is going to be my favorite CD I own. These are definitely up there. I own pretty much every Kanye album on CD except for the newest one, which is kind of disappointing. I should have bought that. But a lot, pretty much, not to be biased here, but my favorite CDs are actually my Tyler ones. I really like the CDs from Tyler the most. They just have the most thought into them when it comes to a physical CD, so that's definitely got to be that. What am I studying in college is the next question, and I'm actually studying fashion design, but I think I might be doing product design as well in the future, because being someone that wants to get into sneakers, both of those are pretty important, so I'm probably going to do that in the future as well. The least favorite video game, I don't really have a least favorite like that. I will say, this is one of my favorite video games ever, Mario Sunshine, and I recently just picked it up and I'm having a blast with it, but I will say that it isn't as amazing as I remembered it, just because the controls and stuff are a little wonky. I've been having a ton of problems with this disc lately. For some reason it's having a ton of issues reading it. So unfortunately during this time period too, I can't go to like a CD repair place. I was able to get it to work recently, but it's just so many problems with this thing, it's getting annoying. I guess games that really are like my least favorite though lately are just like annual video games I never really cared for. Like Call of Duty just gets burned out so fast these days. I still will play it, but I'm not like into it as much anymore. Next question is, what do you think of the College Dropout Vapesta? I love it, it's awesome. Vapestas are awesome, and that was a really sweet shoe back in the day. What am I doing while in quarantine is the next question, and I don't know, man. I'm not doing all that much, to be honest. Cleaning my house a ton. I've just been organizing things, like old stuff of mine, throwing away stuff. That's like spring cleaning is in full effect. That's the one thing I'm doing a lot. But otherwise, I'm just doing homework, playing video games, just things like that, and doing these videos when I have the time to. Last question was, what is my favorite sneaker that I own? And that, if you guys know me, that is a question that is not easy to answer whatsoever. If I had to pick a silhouette, it would be a three-way tie between the old school, I just love the old school a ton, the Jordan 3, just such a wearable sneaker and I love the shoe a ton, and the Jordan 10, which just has so much nostalgia for me, and I own a couple pairs of these sneakers, I think 4 pairs. So those are the 3 sneakers that, silhouette wise, yeah, and just because colorways of all these shoes I just feel like are so versatile. But some sneakers that I definitely want to show some love to is the New Balance 990 V5. I just love this a ton. It's probably my most worn sneaker in the past like year. I just wear this shoe a ton and I love it to death. Furthermore, one of my favorite LeBron sneakers, being a huge LeBron fan, is the Big Bang LeBron 9. I just love the shoe a ton. Orange, I mean, you gotta love it, and that galaxy theme. I'm actually a huge fan of foam posits. I don't wear them that much, but in the Midwest on a rainy day, this is like the best shoe to wear, or even in the snow sometimes. This is just combat ready, and I really want to get the Royal colorway. That would be my favorite colorway to get, the original Royal. And my 2 most recent pickups, the SB, the Strangelove, and then the Fairfax LeBron 7. I love these a ton. I was really excited to get these both shoes that I just love a ton. This colorway, although it's a new sneaker, this colorway is just something that looks amazing. There's like nothing they could have did to make the shoe more perfect. And just the LeBron 7 has so much nostalgia for LeBron fans. Now, I'm not totally in love with the shoe, I'm not gonna lie, because when I tried these on, the fit and stuff is just a little odd, and things like that do matter to me. But I definitely do love the LeBron 7 for what it is. The red carpets were one of my favorite LeBrons ever. And yeah, I just love so many sneakers. It's hard to really put one down. I didn't want to just talk about golf wing shoes because you guys already know my opinions and all of that. So that's pretty much going to conclude this Q&A, guys. Let me know down below what you thought of all of this stuff, man. I really appreciate all you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for the support through the years, through whatever time period you've been with me. It's been amazing. And I hope you guys are all safe at home right now. So that's pretty much going to conclude the video, guys. Please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe if you haven't already for more golf wing, more sneakers, more clothing, more Shuttleboy. And this is Shuttleboy, guys, and I'm out, guys. Peace. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Is this your first Shuttleboy video? Have you been here before? If not, I really recommend you subscribing. If you really like all this golf wing stuff, this is what this channel is about. If you like these sneakers, you definitely should see some more. We go over a ton of golf wing here, whether it be the latest pickups or golf wing grails. Definitely come here to subscribe and watch more Shuttleboy, because everything here has to do with golf wing, sneakers, clothing, and more Shuttleboy.